On the first row right side, Coach.
Ira Winderman, South Florida Sun Sentinel. Obviously, their offense has always been a riddle, and Jokic is so unique. Was there something tonight that you can go to school on, or is it just perplexing what they were able to do?
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go to school on it. They're in a pretty good rhythm, especially in that first half. Our disposition, the multiple efforts, the resolve in the second half was much better. But you get to this level, it has to be complete games of that kind of disposition. And even if you have that, you're not always going to win, all the possessions that you want. But that's what you expect. You don't expect it to be easy when you get to this final round. This is a great challenge. It's going to require more. We'll get to work and see what we can do better, what we can do harder, what we can do with more effort, what we can do with more focus, etc.
On the left side, second row.
Felt like Haywood Highsmith kind of injected some energy into your team tonight. Just what did you see out of his game, and what's he kind of done to earn more and more trust?
Yeah, that's what we need from everybody. Regardless of when you're coming into the game, how many minutes you're getting, those inspiring minutes, and that's what our team is about. Having a roster of guys that just come out there and you're making great efforts, you're impacting the game, and it inspires the next guy to do it. We need more of those kind of things. But he's kept himself ready, and those are good minutes for sure.
In the middle.
Ethan Skolnick, 5 Reasons Sports. Erik, just 2 free throws tonight. But did you like some of sort of the offensive process in the first half? It seemed like you were getting looks, but guys just weren't making them.
Yeah, we had some good, clean looks from the three-point line. Then we had too many possessions where we didn't work it to get the possession on our terms. But, you have to credit them, with their size and really protecting the paint and bringing a third defender. Things have to be done with, a lot more intention and a lot more pace, a lot more detail. We're an aggressive attacking team, and so if we're not, getting, those kind of opportunities, at the rim or at the free throw line, we have to find different ways to be able to do it.
On the left side, fourth row.
So, Nick Friedel, ESPN. Max and Caleb obviously really struggle from the field. When they're going like that, what do you say to them after to get them back into some kind of rhythm?
No, they're fine. I mean, they're not going to get sick at sea. If they're shooters, you're not always going to be able to make all the shots that you want. Then you have to find different ways to impact the game. Our game is not built just on the three-point ball. That we've proven that time and time again. We can win games, we can win series, regardless of how the three's going. But we also have ignitable guys. You see a couple go through, that all of a sudden can become an avalanche. So, one way or another, we got to find a way to get the job done.
Second row on the right side.
Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Bam had already hit a career high in field goal attempts, or tied it towards the end of the third quarter. How much of that was induced by how Denver was playing him, and how did you like the balance with the space he had in the middle of the floor?
I thought he had some good opportunities, right in his sweet spot, and then also some opportunities at the rim. And then I thought some of the detail with our spacing, the pace, the intention of our offense kind of got us jammed up. It always kind of could look different. If a few of these threes go down at the right time, a few of the layups, right at the rim, or the short ones go down at the right time, that also could kind of change your perspective or tenor of how you think things are going. But we do need to do things better. I think that part is clear.
On the left side, third row.
Harold, they obviously had a lot of success in the paint early on. How unique is the way they generate those shots at the rim, maybe compared to other teams you guys have faced?
Yeah, it's different. And, that's what you expect going into this series. Their passing and cutting game, but also they're an aggressive team, and so are we, and I didn't even look at the box score yet, but like I said, I think the disposition, the efforts were more appropriate in the second half, but that's not enough. It has to be for a full game, and you also have to make some plays when you're beat. You know, the plays in between. It's not always going to happen perfectly. It's not always going to happen based on the scheme. You know, that's the nature of our team, is we find a way to compete and overcome whatever it is, and we need a lot more of that, you know, in game 2.
We'll take 2 more questions on the right side, fourth row. David.
David Aldrich, The Athletic. It looked like the zone played a little better in the second half. What was better connected with you guys defensively when you went back to zone that time?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I never point to the scheme. It's not the scheme. The scheme's not going to save us. It's going to be this toughness and resolve, collective resolve. That's us at our finest. When we rally around each other and commit to doing incredibly tough things, that's what our group loves to do more than anything, to compete, to get out there and do things that people think can't be done. And, you know, the efforts, you know, made that work in the second half, but we're proving that we can do that with our man defense too.
On the left side, fifth row.
Tim Reynolds, Associated Press. Erik, how much of the next 72 hours is going to be just reminding Max and Caleb that you just want them to not look at this box and just keep shooting?
Well, we've been through this before. Like, they're ignitable. You know, they've heard it from us, and they'll hear it from us. I love those looks, you know, that those guys get. Man, I love it when they see a couple, 2 or 3 go down. That can turn into 5 or 6. But I also love it, you know, that toughness and grit, that we don't have to depend on that. You know, we can find different ways and different solutions to get a win. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.